alors Chris Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de NBA de Currency sur PS5. Alors, est-ce que je suis en direct? Je vais le savoir tout de suite. Et je suis en direct, bienvenue. C'est parti pour la suite de NBA. C'est parti. Allez.
Game time. Bring the paint time.
Down the home stretch of this season, Greg, what do you make of potential first-round series in this postseason?
Well, there's certainly some matchups that I think plenty of fans would love to see, but we still have a bit of time for things to kind of fall into place. That's what makes this time of year so exciting.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Tatum out there with Williams, and it's Young. Then there's Powell, and it's Tyson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Davidson, coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. And Mullen with the slam.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And here's Young from the arc. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
What I love about MP there, he was shot ready. Hands and feet ready to go.
SGA into the lane. Off with the layup. And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish. They trust one another. And when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
Here's Holmgren. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. MP, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Davidson. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. The Thunder shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first. That one misses.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Well, passes like that show you just how great of a teammate MP is. He just wants to make his guys better.
Now, here's Holmgren. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
And that's the right decision when you've got a smaller man on you.
Here's Williams. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
On the perimeter, MP now so confident.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He dropped 50 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Persons checked in for Chicago. Traore comes in for Williams. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And it's the Thunder with the ball. The Bulls getting their last shot to go. Now Ware. He has yet to score. Brown. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Morris outside. Ware up top. Lets it fly. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
SGA feeling it out a bit, and easy 2 points on the layup. Gilgeous Alexander's got 6 points.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Powell finds MP. Another 3 for Chicago.
Now, whatever he's doing, it's working. He's already 4 of 5 from the field.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris outside. Pass to Mullen. Here's Buckner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. MP outside. They get it back. Soray gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quick.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Bulls lead. Bulls with some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Person. Powell comes in for Williams. Young is subbed in for Morant. Bulls leading by 12. We've got SGA. Ingram is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Buckner. And it's Ware in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. SGA, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And how about the agility coming from the big man? I mean, that's not something we often see from him.
You know, it's never going to be, Greg, a 360 dunk when he goes up with it, but it will be 2 points. We do know that.
Well, it's exactly what you want. When he's at the rim with his size, he should be attacking.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of 3-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me, and those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Kevin, back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Ware passes to SGA. They set the pick. Back to Ware. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ware's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Pass to Person. Back to Young. Now Powell. A 3. And Young with the basket on the assist by Powell. Powell's got his 6th assist on the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's the drive. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
.15 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Davidson. Off target with his 3. With 2 seconds left. And Williams with the layup. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
MB getting it done for the Bulls. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fellas, how would you respond if you were on the wrong end of a game like this?
I'm not sure because Shaq and I, you know.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thanks for joining us. Now,
and as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. We've got Tatum. Powell is out there with MP. Then it's Williams. And it's Tyson in at the 5 down low.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see you. That's your point guard getting up.
We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the three, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens. That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Holmgren with a screen on Williams. And it's Davidson missing. The Bulls leading by 23. And here's MP for 3. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Davidson to the left side wing. Holmgren outside. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Powell, that's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it. And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
The Thunder have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Davidson, pass to Holmgren to halt the run, and that one good. Holmgren's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And we know Chet can shoot the ball, but I like him the most when he's near the basket.
Bulls moving the ball around. Shots good by Williams.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Outside Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Got one on Holmgren.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Morris has checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside, SGA. to the right side. Davidson kept alive. The shot's good from Mullen.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Pass to Toure. Back to Young. This one for three. And Ware pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Mullen. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. SGA's got 3 assists tonight. To the left wing. Back to MP. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Kicks it out to Mullen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Bulls have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Right wing, shot and game clock separated by 5. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Morris throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And so it's Chicago going to the break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been...
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap up.
Starting at point guard, at 6'3" and 2", number 32.
Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks' opening lineup. They've got James, and it's Jamison in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Tyson. Back to Young. No good with the triple. Kelly, pass to Ward. Now here's Reeves. The three, James. Doesn't go for him. Here's Powell. Back to Young. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta.
You got to be ready to fire off a pass. And credit to MP. He did not hesitate at all.
Ward passes to James. Here's Kelly. Williams defending. Kelly misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Young. Chicago passing it around. Williams passes to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Tatum. The three is up. Knocks down the long J.
They're stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Here's James. Here's Ward, covered by MP. Reeves with a screen on MP. Ward passes to Reeves. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now, here is James. He really had an off game against the Mavericks. Can they get it? Pass to Ward. Three-pointer. And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it. Only 5 games left to go. And then it's playoff time. Let's check in on the East. You look at the Bulls. They have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. And, of course, there's the Bucks, currently a ways below.
Checking out the Bulls, they've really impressed me with their play this year. There's a reason they are first in the conference right now, and that's because of their hard work and selfless attitude.
And Milwaukee decides to take their first time out here. And during this last month of action, here is a list of the players who have shot the ball most efficiently so far from deep. MP, number 1.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm from long range, and you can ride that stretch for a while.
Here's Ward, covered by MP. There's a screen. Pulls up on the wing. Williams grabs the board.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
From deep, MP. Jamison grabs the board. The Bucks trail by 11.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. On the court for the Bucks, James is out there with Ward. Then it's Jamison. And it's Reeves in at the 4-man position. Greg, not many games remain in the season, and the posturing beginning for these teams as they jostle for postseason positioning.
Yeah, this is the time to give full effort and to really communicate. When the pressure rises, teams can either gel together or fall apart.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He had 36 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And it's the Bulls with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. 1:07 left in the first. Pass to Kelly. Kicks it out to James. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago leading by 9. Inside. Here's Person. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
James, the pass to Reeves. It's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Williams. Bulls moving the ball around. Back to Young. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Ward. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Kelly. Reeves outside. Just 5 to shoot. Kelly inside. From down in the low post, it goes.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's Chicago up by 7. And making some changes here. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Now Brooks, looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. No one near James as he lets it go. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Bulls leading by 9. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Ward. Also, James out there. And it's Kelly in at the 3. The Bucks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's 5 for 9.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Person's checked in for the Bulls. Jamison, he's checked in for the Bucks. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the paint, Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Here's Kelly. He has 5. Pass to Ward. From the arc. And the Bucks miss again. Looking at the last game from Milwaukee, it was a loss to Dallas. Soray. No good on the shot. Great D that time from James. Kelly passes to Ward. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the elbow. Jamison, no luck.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
In the corner, Tatum with it. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. A three from MP. The rebound by James.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Shot by Kelly, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The three from MP. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Ward, defended by Young. The drive by James. Right side, Jamison. Pass to Kelly. Shoots over Powell. Chicago grabs the miss. And it seems unthinkable at this point, but they've won 26 games in a row.
The team is playing what I'd call nearly flawless basketball. They just can't lose. One of the most memorable winning streaks in league history. Seeing the way these guys are balling right now makes me want to lace it up a little bit.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Bulls lead by 15. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Good to have you with us.
When I look at the Bucks, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately,
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Bulls.
the three-point.
Thanks for joining us. Now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
MP out there with Powell. Then it's Williams. Then it's Tatum. And it's Tyson in at center. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. They get it again.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Bucks trail by 19. James looking around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here's Ward. Off target from outside.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Young, no good.
But when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Pass to Ward. Here's Kelly. He's guarded by Williams. The jump hook, and again, the Bucks miss.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Bucks trail by 21. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Kelly. He has 5. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 16. And Tatum pulls it down.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Pass to Ward. And here's Reeves outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Young's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Bulls making a switch here. Person's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Brooks checked in. Here's Ward. Covered by MP. James, the pass to Ward. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists in the game.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Young from outside. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 26 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
James against Powell. There's the steal. On the wing, Williams. From past the arc. Rebound by Jamison. Jamison's got his 4th rebound in this one. James, the pass to Brooks. Back to James. Reeves with the screen on Powell. From deep, James bangs home the trifecta. James has got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Reeves right side. To the middle. Here's Ward, and he uses the glass on the layup. Ward's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young from outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Reeves. Pass to Ward. For 3. And so it's the Chicago Bulls controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many 3. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game. Some changes. Cardinals checked in for Jason Tatum. Morant comes in for Powell. Young is up in for Traore. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. finding the strength and the legs to finish the season strong. How difficult is that to do?
Yeah, I think this is where, BA, you need your leaders and those veterans to guide the young players along, to encourage them to eat right, to get their rest, to take care of themselves mentally as well as physically.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Jason Tatum out there with Williams. Then there's Powell. Then it's MP. And it's Tyson in at the 5 down low. From the arc. And it's Chicago with a board. These guys are unreal. 27 straight victories, which ties the win total of that star-studded Miami Heat team back in 2013.
This is truly an all-time streak, and we're not talking about just for this franchise. We're talking about in the history of this league. But consistent dominance is something so rarely seen. You have to keep reminding yourself, just settle in and watch these guys work.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Young misses. The Hornets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Hicks. Over to the left wing. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. To the middle. Here's Miller. Banked it in off the glass.
I'll tell you, Miller unafraid to scrap on the interior. That's a tough finish.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's Tyson. Tatum passes to MP. Oh, another miss by MP. For Charlotte, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Duncan. Fades back. Again, Charlotte.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Young finds Tatum. Back to Young. And here is Williams. On the wing, Tatum. The 3-ball. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
The rise and fire by Jason Tatum. Ready to catch it and score it immediately.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Miller can't get it to go. Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Powell passes to Young. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, the long ball shooting of MP. He can make you pay from this area of the floor.
Pass to Miller. Oh, great D that time from Powell. The kick to Tatum. Back to MP. Powell passes to Young. Tatum from long range. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
I just love the ball movement.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Now here's Ball. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Shot to stop the run, and he buries his first look.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to MP. Here's Person. Back to MP. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
Wallace, the pass to Howell. Now here's Ball. 6 to shoot. And Charlotte, another 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's MP. 26 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. From behind the arc. They get it again. Person passes to Paul. There's Young with the 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. MP's got 9.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Ball surveys the floor. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. MP getting it done for the Bulls. He's found his... Will make substitutions. For Chicago, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. On the court for Chicago, they've got MP. He's out there with Toure, and it's Cardinal in at the power forward spot. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He ended up with 26 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. So when you look at all of that, it was obviously just a great night for him, playing with a ton of heart. Back to you guys.
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Ball outside to halt the run. A 3-ball from LaMelo.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Chicago passing it around. Young from long range. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Hornets trail by 6. Miller outside. Pass the ball. Here's Howe. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And it's Cardinal missing.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Now here's Ball. Give him 8. Clock at 6. Pass to Howe. Ball left side. Miller outside. Here's Hicks. Takes a 3. Williams grabs the board. 50 seconds left in the first half of this game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
So both teams changing it up here. Outside, Williams. Powell against Miller. Pass to Duncan. Williams, a screen on Williams. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. Charlotte again missing. Chicago leading by 6. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. It's Williams, high post. This is the jumper, and so it's the Chicago Bulls finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Well, they aren't defending the perimeter. Those shooters are loading up with confidence.
You can go out there.
Okay, guys, now let's see what... Thanks for tuning in.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
They've got Miller, and it's Howell in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Brian Keefe. Well, when we talk about what it takes to win a championship, star power is often the first thing mentioned in this.
Well, B.A., we know that talent is what wins basketball games at any level. There's no question. You need one star, and more often than that, at least another. But really, overall roster construction is critical.
Now here's Miller. Fires it. Chicago grabs the miss. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Young. And there's the lob, stolen by Miller. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Howell, covered by MP. Good work there as it goes. Howell's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Back to Young. 4-3. It's a long-range hit from MP.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Count it.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Chicago. It's a 5-point game. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Pass to Miller. Here's Duncan. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Chicago leading by 8. Back to MP from deep. Another 3 for Chicago.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Miller outside. Pass to Duncan. Shoots over Tatum. Duncan, no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Young, the pass to Tatum. Chicago passing it around. Here's Tyson. From deep, MP. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Howe. He has 6. Pass to Hicks to end the run. Connects from downtown. Hicks has got 10 points.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Back to MP. Williams passes to MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Ball, he's checked in for Charlotte. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. A minute 9 left in the third quarter. Muscling it home, LaMelo.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Back to MP. There's the 3. Drops in the 3. MP's got 33.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Hicks. Here's Howe. He's got 6. Pass to Ball. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
Back to MP from outside the arc. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
The 3 from Ball. And he can't get that one. MP getting it done for the Bulls. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer.
We've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned. Given the situation right now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. On the court for the Bulls. Torrey out there with MP. Then it's Williams, and it's Person in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Good! Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Outside Jaquez. Up top Ball. Back to Jaquez. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
Hornets trail by 13. Ball's doubled. Outside Jaquez. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Bulls leading by 11. Here's the pass to Williams. Young outside. For 3. Oh, it's off. Charlotte's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And he nails it.
What a weapon the 3 has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
And Williams over to help. Miller outside. Misses the three.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Tatum outside. Young outside. Fires the three. Oh, it misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Miller against Young. Shoots. Puts up the tray. Williams rips down the board. Chicago leading by 14. Here's MP. Here's a pass to Tatum. MP! And again for three. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Bulls.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And make no mistake, this has been a legendary year for them as they continue to rack up win after win. The confidence, enthusiasm, and carefree attitude they played with has now helped earn them their 72nd win this year. Just remarkable.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've
Yeah, so tonight I'm thinking about serving up my famous sample.
Good, MP?
At the point, at 6'3".
Greg, both these teams have been dealing lately with some adversity.
Yeah, injuries have hit them hard. We're seeing some makeshift starting lineups. This is when a reserve has a chance to make an impression.
Now here's Moore. Boy, he just disappeared against Atlanta. They really needed him. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. MP grabs the miss. Now the Bulls with it. And this team is in the middle of an astonishing 28-game winning streak. Yep, 28. No matter when it finally ends, this will have been a historic run for them.
Yeah, look, I've been on some teams that have some great runs. It is so hard because you have to be talented. You've got to be 100% bought in, but then you also need some luck. 50-50 balls bouncing your way. They're getting all of that and then some.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. We've got Okongwu. Goodrich is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Grady Dick, and it's Moore in at the point guard. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent. Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. And the Raptors with the ball after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Barnes can't get it to go. For Chicago, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Drains it from beyond the arc. 6 points for Williams.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Young with the steal. Pass to Williams. Good. But in the assist goes to MP. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. So the Bulls, the last game, a win against the Hornets.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He scored 45 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Greg, we'll see if he can keep growing here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Raptors making a change here. Meeks is checked in. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Barnes. And the Raptors miss again.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Powell finds MP. Williams for 3. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Back to Moore. Shot to stop the run. It's good from long range. Moore's got 8 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been... a better team all the way around.
Here's Barnes. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Beyond the arc. No good from Moore.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Back to MP. Meeks with the steal. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Shot on the wing. Moore with the bucket. 10 points for him.
He has come out with a scorer's mentality. 4 of 5 to start. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Williams hits to Young. A three-pointer's right on target. MP's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Bulls. Moore with it. Barnes outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. For Chicago, Jason Tatum. He's checked in for Paul. Powell comes in for Person. Young is subbed in for John Morant. So for Toronto right now, Isaiah Stewart out there with Barnes. Then it's Grady Dick. Then it's Goodrich. And it's Moore in at the 1 spot. Here's Goodrich. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Goodrich has got his second basket. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Young from outside. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
Yeah, that shot's not only important for MP, but also for the effectiveness of this offense.
Pass to Stewart. Moore outside. Stewart a screen. No good from Moore. The Bulls leading by 12. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to MP. And for a report on MP, let's send it over to Allen.
Well, talking with the coaching staff about the growth of MP, they've been impressed with the amount he's added to his offensive repertoire. Coach said when he came in, he only had a couple of moves, but now he can attack a defense in any way that he wants. I'm very proud of the effort he puts in to expand his game. Guys, the development has been outstanding.
It has been. The toolkit growing day by day. Thanks. Pass to Traore. And here is Tatum. Guarded by Stewart. Back to MP. Knocks down the 3-ball. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Now Dick. And he makes good on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Traore. Back to Young. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Chicago.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. MP against Moore. Now Goodrich. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Powell, the pass to MP. Williams kicks to Young. And it's off from three-point range. Raptors trail by 10. Moore outside. Over Young. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Great open look there. Powell's got his first basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
MV getting it done for the Bulls. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Back to the action in just a minute.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And let's go now to our NBA Power Rankings. Thanks for joining us. Now let's talk.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Powell is out there with Young. Then it's Tatum. Then it's Williams. And it's Tyson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
6 to shoot. Here's Moore.
So MP taking pride on the defensive end. That's a great contest right there.
That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Moore against MP. Pass to Dick. Toronto working the ball around now. A 3 from Barnes. Chicago grabs the miss. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tyson with the bucket. Tyson's got 7 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Okongwu is now starting, Tim, and coming off the bench his first handful of seasons, I think got him ready for this role he's in right now.
He has been a good defender from day one, but his offensive game now starting to show some growth. He's stretching his shooting range, and he is showing you some growth as a playmaker as well.
On defense, the Bulls, a 3 ball. And it's Goodrich missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Kick out to Moore. Back to Barnes. Chicago grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
MP, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Dick. 1:53 left to play in the third. And Okongwu slams it in.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? MP finds Williams. Back to Young. The three. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy. Persons checked in for Tatum. Hammonds, he's checked in for the Raptors. There's 1:17 left in the third. Quarter of the game. Pass to Dick. Fires the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. MP's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Tyson. Williams passes to Young. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Young's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Pass to Dick. Three-pointer. Powell pulls it in.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Williams for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out of bounds. It'll be the Bulls' ball.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Bulls. Traore comes in for Powell. Pass to Tatum. Here's Person. He's covered by Thompson. Left side, Tatum. And he's good on the 3-ball. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here?
Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Goodrich. Okongwu is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Dick. And it's more in at the point. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here...
on beat. Let's go.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA basketball on a Saturday night? We're here to bring you the action. I'm Brian. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. We've got Jason Tatum. Powell is out there with MP. Then it's Williams. MP, the pass to Williams. Back to Young. Chicago passing it around. Fires the three. McCormick with the rebound. Indiana on offense. To the paint. Here's Kane. Turned in an outstanding game against Washington. To the inside. And dunk by Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? This fella going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Tatum. Powell right side. Fires the three. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should. Should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Tatum. Back to MP. Fires for three. Another three for Chicago.
Excellent concentration from MP at the arc. Knocking that thing down easily.
Here's Kane. Here's Moore. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Tatum, shot is good.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Stolen by MP. Williams on the wing. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Indiana. They defeated Washington in their last game.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
Pass to Young. Now Tatum. Back to Young. Fires from deep. He drops it from range. MP's got 6.
Love the rise and fire approach. Demonstrates how confident MP is.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. Down low. On the take. That one goes in.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
And so MP will bring it up for the Bulls. This is a team that simply refuses to lose. They've won 29 games in a row and want to keep this incredible streak going.
Guys, I tell you what, they're playing some of the best basketball that I've ever seen. I mean, they look virtually unbeatable. The key now is they continue to try to strive for consistency, to be ready to handle whenever the next loss does come up. That's going to be the key. Bouncing back when they do have somebody in this streak.
Thomas outside. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Give him 8.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Bulls leading by 8. Pass to Young. Here's Traore. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Here's Moore. Fires in the triple. Moore's got his 3rd bucket of the night. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Young from long range. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Moore. And he also played a big role in their last game with Washington. 3-pointer. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Chicago ahead. They lead by 8. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And they on the court for Chicago. We've got Traore. Powell is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's MP, and it's Person in at the 5, down low. Second shot opportunity. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
You got to appreciate the way they're working the ball inside this quarter. They're trying to impose their will physically.
There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Graham.
Well, you know, PA, for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Raptors had a huge game. He picked up 29 points, and his passing was huge in that game, finding ways to involve his teammates. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
The Pacers making a switch here. Larson's checked in.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And here's MP from outside. Nails it from 3. Young's got 18.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Pass to Thomas. This one for 3. Al pulls it in.
Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
The Bulls making a switch here. 46 seconds left in the half. From deep, MP. That's off target. Now 6 for 10.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
McCormick good. McCormick's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Back to Young. Here's the 3. MP drills the 3.
He started out hot from distance, and that has continued.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Moore. He's got 14. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. And so he hits both. Now MP. Williams from long range. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Chicago ahead, up by 12. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hello, everybody.
You know, right now for Indiana, they're playing up to expectations. Maybe they like to be doing more than that, but I think they're ready to make some noise in the playoffs. That's when you turn up.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Bulls.
Modern era.
Thanks, as always, for...
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
They've got Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Kane in at the 3. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Halliburton for 3. And it's Chicago with a board. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Halliburton finishes in close.
Yeah, intelligent shot selection by Halliburton, opting for the floater in that situation.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Launches it. Williams misses. Pacers trail by 14. Shoots off the step back. The shot no good. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. And Young slams it in.
Look, when a guy heats up like MP has here, you got to keep feeding the fire, man.
Halliburton with the ball. Pass to Kane. Here's Moore. Shoots over Powell. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. MP outside. Now here's Powell. Chicago passing it around. There's Young with the 3. Hits a three-pointer. MP's got 11 points here in the second half.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Pass to Moore. Shoots over Powell. That one's good by Moore. Moore's got 18 points in the game.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Back to MP. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Chicago.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. The long-distance 3 is parried. Halliburton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Williams passes to MP. For 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Bulls lead by 20.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Out to the wing. Halliburton outside. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that 3 with regularity, you got to defend him closely at all times.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
A minute 4 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Pacers trail by 17. Here's Parks. Doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Halliburton on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Pass to McCormick. Cleared away by Person. Person's got 4 rebounds in the game. Back to Young. And here is Williams. Launches a 3. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And the dunk by Halliburton.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Out left to the wing. Unloads. No good with a jumper from the wing. And so it's Chicago, sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked.
Deciding to change it up. Pacers trail by 15. And how important is film study to reaching the highest level of success?
I'll tell you what, with the advance in technology, it's actually critical now, BA. I mean, it's more accessible, too, and that helps everybody realize the benefits of doing that extra work of studying yourself, your team, and your opponent.
On the court for the Bulls. Torrey out there with MP. Then there's Powell. Then there's Jason Tatum. Pass to Kane. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
Williams is checked in for Chicago. Bulls leading by 13. Left side Tatum. Young outside. Let's loose for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Moore. Now covers. And rebounded by Tatum.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Now Young from deep. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got assist number 7 tonight.
That's just MP getting to his spot and cashing in.
Pass to McCormick. Here's more. He drills the wide open jumper.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Now Young. Powell outside. Now Young takes a 3. Good! That's another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. So it's the...
Shaking MP.
Tu as des questions, n'hésite pas à rester passionné par ce que tu fais, ça engage à tes vidéos.